All right, this is week 18, even though it's Thursday right now in week 19. I'm kind of falling behind, but I'm trying my best to keep up. But honestly, it wouldn't matter because all the videos that I'm sending out will all be together, so you'd see it at the same time as long as some of the other ones, so it doesn't really matter. Anyways, so let me see if this works. Look, okay. Week 18, we were all over this week. The week, as you remember, that Monday wasn't P Day because the Thursday was our mission social, so that had to be our P Day, and so yeah, that's why. But we actually had a really successful day that Monday. We did service with the Davis Temple group, and we were at this multi-purpose center in Holly Springs, and we were putting food into these like Walmart carts, and we were pushing them out to like vehicles that were like lined up. There was like five rows of vehicles, and then just file out in and out type thing. It was really good. They really enjoyed us helping out. And then later on we were with Gary and Mac, and we were doing some other stuff, and we just got dropped off to have dinner with the Morrisons and got a haircut. It was like the first time. I couldn't remember the numbers, but it actually turned out pretty nice. So I'm pretty happy about that. Because I was kind of nervous about my haircut because I couldn't remember the numbers of how my hair was originally done. Because I mainly got it in Great Clips or something like that, or I had my mom would know like what my hair was, but I never remembered what the numbers were, so I had to whim it, I guess. But overall, it was a pretty good day. We had exchanges this week as well. So I was with Elder Jorgensen, and we actually had we wanted to have a member with us for. We're starting wanting to have members with us a lot more. So we've been these next couple of weeks we're kind of like surging that, seeing how that goes. It's gone pretty well so far. But we had Brother Wilson come with us, and we were trying to figure stuff out with for some of the people who were teaching, Mike, Elton, and those guys. And Brother Wilson gave us a point to share Hebrews 11 with Mike. And Hebrews 11 is personally one of my favorite chapters in the Bible because it's all about faith and showing the examples of faith. Excuse me. And y'all should read that. I really like it. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And then by that, the elders obtained a good report. And then through faith, boom, 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 boom. It shows all the prophets having faith. And so we're like, oh, okay, that's a pretty good idea. But then after me and Ella Jorgensen raked one of our less active leaves, we were only able to do part of it because she only had 15 gallon-sized garbage sacks. It was 15, 13-gallon garbage sacks. We were only able to do a chunk of it, but we did get a lot done. It was pretty fun. Got to know Elder Jorgensen a little bit more. And then we just, after that, we came back and did studies for a little bit. And then Brother Roswell picked us up, and we went to a Humane Society party, which involved people we kind of have background service. Who in the heck is calling us? Okay, I'm back now. That was Elton. It was a really good conversation. Oh, we love Elton. We love Elton. Good old Elton. He's really something. But yeah, the party, it had a lot of people who work at the Humane Society. We have 2 locations, but one's actually getting closed down, so we're waiting for the one we do service at to be finished build to the extent where we can start moving things in. So there was like a lot of people who work with it, and it was just really cool experience. And we just came up and crashed because we were just both dead for the day. But Wednesday, we had plans to meet with Elton, but then it got moved to Friday because something else was going on. But we also decided to, because we were staying the night at South Haven, and we decided to get a ride so we can just be able to do that. So we got a ride, and we tried visiting this person that who apparently is less active, but her records are not in it. And so we had planned to meet her at the house. So we went to the house. There was no one there, but there was a note on the door. And I was like, if I think I know what the note's for, I'm gonna be really happy. And I looked at the note, and it's like, "Hey gentlemen, I apologize for disappearing so quickly. Something came up, but in the barbecue, there's a notepad, and there's a few things I want you to write down for me. Thank you." And then so I opened it up, and there's a little notepad and the pen, and I just got a little giddy excited because I'm like, yay! She's one of those people who actually want to meet with us, and not like just stand us up type thing. But we wrote the stuff down. Then after we came back, we went up to the gas station where we met up. We talked with Mac for a little bit and got to know him a little bit more. It's pretty cool. He's really there's a lot of people in this area with very unique backgrounds. It's very interesting. But then we went up to South Haven. We threw our stuff in the car when they got there, and then we drove up and we blitzed the area, and we found 3 people in one street, which was kind of crazy. So that was pretty interesting. There was a lot of people who were interested. Some weren't. There was one who didn't even believe, and it's kind of like, it was like that's a small percent in the South, the small percent that doesn't believe in like God or anything. But there's always those things. Then we sat in South Haven's war correlation, and then we had dinner with a returned missionary who served in Provo. We got to hear some of his stories. And then we came back to the apartment, to the South Haven apartment, kind of settled down for a little bit. They were figuring out rides for the next day, and the only person that ended up was able to give us a ride was a sister. And we had to get permission from our mission president, and it's like, but you have to sit in the back seat, so there would have to be 3 of us in the car. And we're like, okay. So after that got situated, then we start talking about other things. And then we get a text from Mike, and this is in response to like the Hebrews 11 we sent the night before. And he's like, that was awesome, and by faith y'all get to choose my date. and I'm writing in my journal at this time, and I look at the text, because we're also texting someone else at the same time, and I'm like, oh, did you see the one from Mike? I asked Elder Jackson. He's like, yes and no, but I was just like, all right, I'll check it out. So I look at it, and I read it, and I drop my journal, and I stand up, and I'm like, Elders, it's happening. And they're all like, what? And I told them, and we all got pretty excited. And so, miracles for sitting in the back seat. Sitting in the back seat, yes. Just the small and simple things, great things to come to pass. Then Thursday was the Christmas party, which is also P-Day. I talked to y'all about the week before and had all that. We did a lot of activities. I won a cup game, one of the cup games, which I didn't think I'd actually win, but you know, I did. I was like, okay, I won, okay, cool. But we had a white elephant exchange, and when it was my turn to grab a gift, I was kind of like not sure what to grab, and I saw this little like tube thing, so I grab it. I'm like, okay, and I open it up, and I roll it out. It's a freaking Bob Ross poster with him smiling, drawing trees, and he said, "Happy trees." And I'm like, oh no, I swear one of these elders is gonna rob it from me. And soon enough, it got robbed, and then it got robbed again, then it got robbed the third time, and I got really sad. And then I had a blanket, and then that got robbed from me. And so I ended up getting like a Snoopy paddle thing and some chocolate, and and also some socks that I'm having a meltdown. Yeah, but I almost got a trade from the elder who had the happy trees, but then he thought long and hard about it because it was a hard decision for him. But he decided to keep it. But yeah, I was sad, but I was like, fine. I'll get a Bob Ross photo later on. But then we came back. We started packing to head back home, and we prayed for like Mike's date, and we felt the 29th. So yeah, we're like, okay, 29th. And then Friday, we did the animal shelter. We moved things around, cleaned up a little bit more. And we decided to stick around Holly Springs for most of the day because we had a lesson with Mike on Friday that night, and we wanted to have Gary with us because he's talked with Gary a little bit. Gary works with him and his dad, so it's like Gary knows Mike pretty well, so we thought it would be good to have him. So we went tracked in for a while, a few possible potentials. It's just not crazy things happened, but we had some contacts as well. And then Gary swung by, picked us up, and we went up and had that lesson with Mike and talked about a baptismal day and talked to him about a few other things. And he's excited to be all in, which is another thing that we talked about. He was texting us throughout the day about being all in through like another preacher, because a lot of people in the South likes to listen to other preachers and all, get like other ideas about other things and all that. And one of them was about all in, and that's what our missions, one of our missions mottos is being all in type thing. So that was pretty cool. And then we had Wendy's and came back home. Happy trees. Saturday was kind of the same loop. We had contacts. We did studies, contacting, and we had a lesson with Elton, and which was pretty good. We talked about the gospel of Jesus Christ and the law of chastity, which was pretty good. We had Brother Roswell with us. And he helped a lot. He helped a couple points in the lesson. I love his inputs. It's really cool. But then we visited this less active and met the rest of the family and invited them out to church into like the musical program that we were having that Sunday. Then we came back, made more contacts, did some finding, and then we had weekly planning. We just planned out the next week and all that, try to figure things out. And yeah, I think that was all from like that day. And then Sunday, I sang in church. I sang "What Child Is This?" It went pretty well. I actually still have the lyrics with me. I might do another video where I just kind of sing part of it, just because my mom wants me to do that. But I'll probably, I'm not sure if it'll be able to be uploaded to places because of copyright structures, but I'm pretty sure if you can ask my mom, she'll probably get it to you, or something like that. But you'll see. And they also had a Christmas program. No. There's someone else talking, and there's another musical number by younger kids as well. The program was later that day because we had our missionary musical, and that was pretty good. We had a long practice, be able to also hear other people, hear testimonies and all that. It was really good. We sang a lot of songs, helped. There was a good number there. The Morrisons were there. They enjoyed it. We also met one of the less active. We met Saturday. We met his brother, who's an active member, and we talked with him for a little bit about his about his brother's family, and then that was just all of that week. Just a lot of crazy things that happened, but yay for miracles, yay. But yeah, that's really it. Hope everyone's doing well. Love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. Happy holidays. Wait.